The expansion of the MCU knows no bounds, and now the undead are involved in it. So are you ready to fight the Walking Dead? Well, you better be, because the Marvel Zombies release date is coming very soon. And here's everything you need to know about the Marvel upcoming horror series. But how Marvel Zombies enter the MCU world, where are their beginnings?
Come out! Come out! What do you mean, no?
You are about to die.
It's a 5-issue limited series published by Marvel Comics from December 2005 to April 2006. Robert Kirkman and Sean Phillips are the creators of this incredible comic book story, which was the first series in the Marvel Zombies series of related stories. The story follows an alternate universe where the world's superhero population is infected by a virus that turned them into zombies. The upcoming series is inspired by the episode What If Zombies from the What If Disney animated series. It already intrigues Marvel fans all around the world who are impatiently waiting to watch the show. An interesting set of circumstances precedes the creation of this comic book story. So here's how it was. Mark Miller, who's the creator of the Ultimate Fantastic Four, while writing the story, decided to make something really incredible. He introduced Marvel Comics to this alternate universe populated by zombies, and luckily they liked this idea, and they immediately sought out pitches for a spin-off miniseries. But Marvel's first choice to write the zombie saga was Kirkman, who accepted this offer mostly because of his passion for zombies and Marvel comic books. His excitement to work on this project was crucial, but Kirkman was also a longtime fan of Phillips' works, like in DC Comics' Sleeper, so a great duo was connected to work together. From what we know from the comic book story, Kirkman wrote the series in a way that would work for readers who hadn't read the Ultimate Fantastic Four. The zombie superheroes have their usual personalities and powers, but of course, they're driven by their uncontrollable hunger to devour flesh. The miniseries will show us how they deal with their hunger and how they communicate with each other, or how any of them can be killed now when they're zombies. Interestingly, Kirkman managed to add some good black comedy to his work, which the fans seem to like a lot. I'll tell you more about the story in the plot section further in the video, but it's good to mention that Kirkman's first idea was to make Luke Cage the only survivor of the zombie plague, but later he discovered that Greg Land had already drawn Cage as a zombie, so he dropped the idea. And as I said, Kirkman's job would have been nothing without the art magic from Phillips, who used the same art style used on Ed Brubacker's Sleeper. Sean did a great job by keeping the look of the characters like Land created them in the Ultimate Fantastic Four with the same costumes, but he put his own style in it. What he liked the most is this illustration of the zombie versions of Thor and Captain America, about which we can say that they're truly masterpiece creations. So if you still haven't seen this comic book series, you better hit that like button below the video first. Just kidding, but you better find and read this collection fast because you don't have much time until the TV version's release date. I know this is more than enough introduction, but not all of you are avid comic book fans, and here's when Marvel Zombies will hit the big screens. You all know how many films and TV shows have Marvel Cinematic Universe introduced since its beginning in 2008, but animation is still relatively new territory for the franchise. They made their debut with What If, which opened the fascinating world of alternate versions of the MCU. The most popular episode in this show was the one that featured MCU's Earth becoming overrun by zombies. The exact release date for the new show is not known now, but we know it will come in 2024. The show was confirmed by Marvel Studios and Disney during San Diego Comic-Con in 2022. Michael Zeb Wells is the head writer and executive producer on Marvel Zombies. He didn't share when the series is coming out, but he said that he didn't hide his excitement about working on this project. So I didn't do the zombie episode, but I'm doing the spin-off, so it's not out yet, but I love that episode too. So when I got the call that they were doing a spin-off from the episode, I was like, oh yeah, let's do it. So it's 4 episodes, not sure when it comes out, but it's looking really cool, said Wells. I must mention that Brian Andrews, who already has credits for various jobs across animated films, including The Avengers and Doctor Strange, will direct the series. And what about the cast? Will the MCU actors return for this show? If you remember What If, Episode 5, then you probably also remember that it saw a large number of MCU voices return, including Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner, Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa, and even Paul Bettany as Vision. This episode brought so many characters in Marvel Zombies will include an even more massive list. During the San Diego Comic-Con animation panel, Marvel presented a part of this list, and Screen Rant gave us a better look at it. The zombies in the series will include Hawkeye, Captain America, Abomination, Ghost, Captain Marvel, Scarlet Witch, and Okoye, while the still-alive heroes will be presented by Yelena, Kate Bishop, Agent Wu, Red Guardian, Shang-Chi, and Kamala Khan. As you can, this list includes quite interesting names, but we still don't know who will interpret their voices in the show. If you watched the What If episode, you should smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell below the video. No, really, if you watched the episode, you probably noticed that most of the characters there were voiced by their live-action actors, except for Spider-Man and Captain America, who were voiced by Hudson Thames and Josh Keaton. The only thing we know by now is that Shang-Chi's voice will be voiced by his MCU actor Simu Liu. But given the recent popularity of Florence Pugh's Yelena, Haley Steinfeld's Kate Bishop, and Randall Park's Agent Wu, we can expect that this group of actors will most likely reprise their roles in the show. An interesting fact we found recently is that Marvel Zombies will also include Death Dealer, the guy who made his MCU debut in Shang-Chi and The Legend of the Ten Rings. He was a member of Criminal Group, but he was swiftly killed, so we'll see if he'll once again be defeated by a supernatural force just like he was in the movie, or will he manage to hold his own this time?
It's okay, I won't feel left out.
You're alright.
Last year, Mr. Stark asked me to join the Avengers.
From what we know, Marvel Zombies will be the shortest MCU Disney series to date. As Zeb Wells revealed during last year's Comic-Con, the series will run for only 4 episodes. However, we still don't know the length of these episodes, but you'll admit that this wasn't what you expected, mostly given that each of the Marvel Disney Plus series so far run for either 6 or 9 episodes. The show will take place on the same alternate timeline as the What If episode, which will allow the continuation of its story. If you remember, the episode ended with a huge cliffhanger that saw 3 of the survivors heading to Wakanda to try to create a cure for the quantum virus using the Mind Stone. Those 3 are Peter Parker, T'Challa, and Scott Lang, but they don't know that Thanos' zombie version is already present in Wakanda. He leads a huge zombie army here waiting for them, so a clash with him seems inevitable to happen. Maybe this team of survivors will be accompanied by a couple of more names, which would be necessary knowing how powerful Thanos is. And here's what you can expect from the plot in the series. That so far is one of the most anticipated shows for 2024. We must be patient for now and wait for further details, which no doubt are coming in the next couple of months. That's all for now, thanks for watching and see you next time.